how to nurture the leads that you get from social media. That last one was probably one of the most important videos you will ever watch when it comes to attracting landlords to your letting agency from social media. So I hope you wrote that down or saved the video. This one is going to be just as important potentially, because I'm going to be giving you, for those two offers, the deals ad and also the up-to-date rental valuation ad that we just spoke about, I'm going to be giving you the exact ads that I use for my clients in this video, and you can screenshot those and you can use those in your own business to get really low cost leads for landlords inside of this video as we go into how to nurture those leads some more. So let's jump into the laptop and let's get seeing what those ads look like and why they work so well. So how to nurture your leads, part one, the leads that you get from social media. How should you follow up with them on the phone? How should you follow up with them with information, emails and text long term that they actually want to see? We've got Mr. Monopoly Man here looking very excited. He loves nurturing his leads long term because it means money in the business now, midterm and long term as well. How to nurture your leads. So this is the deals ad that we just spoke about. It says, attention landlords and property investors. Do you want to receive great investment opportunities before they hit the market and tips on how to maximize your returns? Click sign up and join our list of landlords or property investors. The headline just says property investors and landlords. And honestly, this is the crucial thing here. The image, just use it as a typical investment property. Just use a typical investment property in your area, okay? It doesn't have to be anything flashy, just a typical buy-to-let in your area, because this is probably what your landlords and your property investors own, and it's obviously something that they're on the lookout for if they are curious to see other potential investment opportunities out there, okay? So just use the typical run-of-the-mill buy-to-let in your area, right? It really gets their attention, right? It's like a real trigger point in their brain. It's probably what pays them as well, you know. And this one on the right here is the rental valuation ad. Very, very simple. Use an online valuation tool. There's plenty out there. They all do the same thing. None of them are perfect. You know, it is what it is. But did you know, in this case, rents in London have increased 12.3% on average in the past 12 months alone. This is a record rental price rise. If you have a property to let in London, tap below to get an up-to-date rental valuation in 30 seconds. If you're a landlord in this area and you have a property in London or potentially the surrounding areas, and you hear that the rents have increased in this area specifically, have increased 12.3% in the last 12 months, and you haven't put up your rent, or you've been wondering what rent you could charge as a result of this stuff, and a letting agent puts this right in front of your face, 30 seconds, you can understand an estimate of what you should be charging with this massive increase. You are going to click it, and you're not going to mind when they give you a call that same day or the next day, say you went through there, just wondering what you thought about it, and you know, if they can give you a proper up-to-date valuation, they're actually helping you with an awful lot of value there, okay, to do with your asset, okay? So, with a deals ad, how should you go about nurturing them? First of all, send properties that will make good investments if you have them. Second thing, send them a document or a spreadsheet every month with great investment properties you've seen on Rightmove or Zoopla with information about projected yield and a cost of purchase, etc., etc. So 25% down, stamp duty, for example, estimated refurb cost if there is one, in your experience, what you feel like that would cost if it needs a bit of TLC, and then send a market update every month with prices on the main investment areas that you know landlords look at in your town, and you know why those are good investment areas and what's happening in the market and why that's the case. Why is there such a high demand in that area for tenants? Why are the yields going up? If they are, why are properties in that area getting massive capital gains year on year on year, right? And what are the factors that affect them? And why are those areas good areas to invest in some more, all right? In terms of the deals ad, this is the content that people wouldn't mind seeing from you via text or email every 14 days to every month, all right? And they will click on and you will get really high engagement rates with those emails too, okay? Second thing, the rental valuation ad, give them a call, ask them how they found it, ask them if they've put their rents up recently, ask them if they know you're only allowed to put your rent up once per year with the renters reform bill, and you're going to have to give your tenant 2 months notice. Do they know that? All right, maybe they do, maybe they don't. If they don't, you're clearly the local expert that has an awful lot of resources and an awful lot of value to them that they can provide. Ears are really gonna perk up when you say that, and of course they're gonna be really switched on when you send them monthly market reports in that area where they have their property, or just the area in general, any regulations that might affect their property, and let them know if you have any tenants looking in that area, if they ever need new tenants, as and when you have them, right? It may be that their tenant is 4 months through a 12-month lease, and in the end, they end up staying for another 12 months after that initial 12 months. But if you send them a couple of months later, after you've had that conversation, that you have tenants looking to pay £200 above the monthly rent to get a property in that area, if you do, they're going to, they're going to see it, they're going to ignore it, they're not going to reply. But it's like, well, these guys have. So when I need new tenants, guess who I should go to? I should go to these guys because they have the tenants. They're going to treat my property right. They seem really qualified to let my property, and it looks like they're really eager to get in a property like mine, and I'm going to get the highest return on my property too. This letting agent is an absolute pro, and I should absolutely give him a call when I'm ready.